So within the organic compounds, there are 4 different macromolecules. There are carbohydrates, lipid, protein, and nucleic acid. Carbohydrates or carb is your sugar, and lipids are fat, proteins are like meat, and nucleic acid are DNA or RNA. Now the reason these things are called macromolecules because they are actually big polymer made out of smaller little monomer. Now, as we have learned many times before, mono means one. So monomers are the single unit of these big macromolecules. So a monomer for carbohydrate is glucose or ribose, and these are a ring of carbon, like a hexagon looking thing, or a pentagon looking thing for ribose. The monomer for lipids, fatty acid, which you probably see is like jagged line. Monomer for proteins, amino acid. An amino acid looks kind of like this. With an R group attached to a central carbon. Nucleic acid are made out of nucleotide, and nucleotide general structure would be a sugar, a pentagon looking thing attached to a phosphate, and then that is attached to a base. Now, how do you get from monomer to make them into polymer? Pretty much you just link a bunch of these monomers together. So for example, you can link this hexagon sugar together into a polymer or carbohydrate. So each one of these is a monomer, but the entire thing, once it is linked together and covalently bound together, is a polymer. Similarly, you can have one fatty acid looking like that. One amino acid looking like that. This is a monomer. Now you can make this into a polymer by something called peptide bond. So let's say I put a bunch of these amino acid together. So here we got 1 monomer, 2 monomer, 3 monomer, 3 amino acid. And once I link them together with a peptide bond, I'm having a polymer, a polypeptide.